Vegas Strip for our main event. Scheduled for 15 rounds of welterweight action between Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Sugar Ray Leonard's on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence. Tommy Hearns' ring walks have become the stuff of legend, and you can see the intensity on his face.
Here we are with Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns from their first bout. In 1981. I have them in the same attire that they wore in their first fight, with red and white stripe. White with red stripe. And I'm just about ready to get this underway.
Okay, guys.
Round one coming up.
15 rounds scheduled here in this much anticipated fight, and we are underway with round number one. Tonight, Sugar Ray Leonard's going to be going up against a guy who's going to try to stay on the outside, Teddy. He talked about it all week in the lead up to this fight. He said, I'm going to utilize my movement. I'm going to utilize my jab. I'm not going to go right into that kitchen of Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah, but that's where Leonard really serves himself. And that's another dimension where he's so strong and so difficult to deal with because, you know, he's just fundamentally and technically so solid. He will use a jab. When he's on the outside, he has to go track the guy down. He's got to stabilize the guy a little bit on the outside. Well, as I said, boxing 101 with Sugar Ray Leonard. That jab will take care of the job.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Come on, side to side.
Nice block by Sugar. Seconds to go in this round. Solid counter punch by Sugar. You know, it's a new day and age, but people should really reflect on the celebrity of Sugar Ray Leonard. There was a long time period in this country where he was undoubtedly one of the biggest superstars, not just in sports, but in all mainstream pop culture.
Yeah, he was. First of all, he had that great smile. He was doing endorsements. He was doing soda commercials, you know. And I think what's interesting about that is that he proved himself to the people. At first, they thought he was just this golden boy, this guy, you know, the Sugar Man. And he had all this great talent. But then, after the first Iran fight, he showed everybody that he could roll his sleeves up, you know, that he could get down and dirty, that he could be just a regular guy, a guy that you could count on, not just a guy that was privileged with great talent.
On the mark, the counter punch by Hearns. Halfway through round number two. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Final 10 seconds. Eddie, he has so many strengths to his makeup as a fighter. But pick out a few that when you look at Sugar Ray Leonard, they really shine.
Well, I think collectively they all go together. I mean, you could separate them, but together that's where you get the package. I mean, you have great speed. He has power. You have a lot of fast guys don't have that kind of power. He has the ability to adjust. He's shown that already in his career. He could go forward. He could go backwards. He could give you angles. He could counter. You know, he can fight in different kinds of places. And technically, he's really, really solid.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Halfway through this round. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Keep moving around the ring. Last 10 seconds.
Hands up. He's trying.
As you look at Ray here in between rounds, you can see that he does have some swelling that's an issue.
And the one thing you want, or I should say you don't want to happen with a fighter that has swelling is you don't want him to panic, deviate from his game plan. That's one thing you don't have to worry about is Sugar Ray Leonard. With his experience, he won't panic.
He scored well after being hit himself.
Protect yourself. Get work in the body.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Sugar Ray Leonard. To this day, if you ask most fight fans, hey, what's the greatest action fight of all time? They'll still say Hagler-Hearns. What do you think of the mentality of being on the losing end of that?
Well, first of all, I think the mentality of the fans is they like westerns. They like shootouts, first of all. But that can be really a debilitating loss when you go out there and you fire the kind of offense that Hearns did early, and then you just get broken down. You just get taken away by somebody named Marvin Hagler.
Sugar Ray Leonard's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Tommy Hearns is a pro, but he's not a well-rounded pro because a better level of fighter would be committing to the body more here, wouldn't he, Teddy?
Yeah, well, first of all, he would recognize that that's where he's supposed to be going now that his opponent, you know, is taken off a little bit with those fast shoes. No better way to take those shoes off his feet than to go downstairs.
10 seconds to go in the fourth.